to the end zone. What a catch! McKay, it's on. Touchdown.
In for the layup. Goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Good morning and welcome. We are live here at Hudson Valley Community College, Duanesburg Sports Complex. My name is Brian. Good morning and welcome to Hudson Valley Community College here in Troy, New York, the McDonough Sports Complex, as we have the second game in our Class C doubleheader. My name is Brian Austin, standing next to me, Tim Drawbridge on the NFHS Network. Tim, give us a little bit of background on this game we're looking at.
It's number one versus number two, and I think both squads very emblematic of how their coaches are with how they play on the floor. Both coaches very thorough, knowledgeable of the game. And I would like to say that I think we have a very equal matchup here. And it's the big question, the big difference here. What type of game does Newark Valley play? Is it more emphasized on the offense or is it more emphasized on the defense? Because if Duanesburg's hitting their shots like they did coming out of sectionals and during the course of the state tournament, I think we got a high-scoring ball game that could go 60-plus for both teams.
Very good. 1 versus 2, Newark Valley Cardinals versus the Duanesburg Eagles. Coming up live in just a few moments on the NFHS Network. Good.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage Card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
And welcome back to Hudson Valley as we get ready with player introductions as the Newark Valley Cardinals are being introduced. Like Brian mentioned during pregame, we've got 23-1 for the Newark Valley Cardinals as a record out of Section 4. Duanesburg, the Eagles, 23-2 out of Section 2. The head coach for the Newark Valley Cardinals, Greg Schweiger, and their starting lineup this morning. We lead it off with Haley Beebe, the junior, Chad Gardner, the sophomore, Hannah Ferguson, the senior, number 21, Taylor Benjamin, the senior, number 25, and rounding out the starting 5, the senior, Grace Gardner, number 50. Again, the head coach, Greg Schweiger, the assistants, Jason Monty and Josh Ferguson, and the Cardinals in the red, the black, and the white. Duanesburg, the Eagles, out of Schenectady County with a record of 23-2, Section 2, represented again this weekend. The head coach, Chris Herron, his assistant, Pat O'Hanlon, obviously will be in the white jerseys and the white shorts, and the player introductions now taking place with them as you check out the starting lineups. The sophomore, number 4, Alex Moses. Number 10, Maddie Meyer, the senior. 1 senior, 4 sophomores starting for Coach Chris Herron. Rounding out the other 3 sophomores with the starting lineup. Number 25, as you see, Lauren Capron. Number 30, Allison O'Hanlon. And then the last player, Hannah Mulhern, the sophomore, number 32. Both coaches having coached pretty much the same distance. 8 years for Coach Schweiger. Or check that, 7 now for Coach Schweiger with Newark Valley, 8 for Chris Herron at Duanesburg. And Duanesburg coming in ranked number 2, Brian. Newark Valley top ranked in Class C here in New York State.
And I'm seeing their records on the Sports Writers poll as the Newark Valley Cardinals coming in at 23-1 and the Duanesburg Eagles 23-2. So like you said, Tim, evenly matched teams. Number 1 coming up against number 2 here in Class C. The Girls Basketball Championships presented by the American Dairy Association Northeast.
Both coaches emphasizing defense. Coach Schweiger, defense needs to show up big time. Coach Herron, got to box out. There's a concern regarding size. One shot, that's it. They love to press. They love the pressure. Defend the 3 shot is what Coach Schweiger says. Coach Herron, good shooters. They're very athletic. Number 1 is off the charts, referring to Haley Beebe. So we're almost ready to tip off here live on the NFHS Network. Again, the NYSPHAA Girls Basketball State Championships presented by the American Dairy Association Northeast. You can see the size advantage immediately as O'Hanlon will tip off with Gardner. Won by Gardner, who loves to go by Cha, as I'm told. Into her sister, Grace Gardner. Looking for Cha, catches it out to Benjamin. Here come the Eagles going the other way, leading up the court. Hannah Mulhern over to Meyer. Meyer ends up losing control, gets the ball back. Good passing, Moses for 3, misses. Out of bounds, nice smart play by Cha Gardner, the sophomore, who recorded 6 points, 6 boards, 2 blocks, and a steal against Waterville to get into this morning's game.
A good start by both teams, trying to settle down and figure out each other on the court. Also figure out the court in general, and here comes to the hoop.
Speaking of number 1, got to keep an eye on, that was Beebe. Quick pass down court, stopping to take the jumper, number 30, O'Hanlon. Misses. Rebound, Gardner.
Still
Beebe
no score.
pushes it up court. That's to Ferguson. A whistle, and I think our first foul of this game. Going number 34.
So Hannah Mulhern, that's her first. Duanesburg's first team foul will be on the baseline.
Okay, I had a switch-o on the old lineup. And we have our first points of the game by Cha Gardner. So Mulhern scores her first foul, first points of the game by Gardner. The Cardinals out with an early 2-0 lead. 3 from Madison, too long. Rebound, Cha Gardner quickly kicked out to Benjamin. Slows the pace down, waits for the rest of the team to get on down. Beebe to Gardner, inside to Grace Gardner. And she converts. 4-0, the early lead for the Cardinals. Great crowd on hand, both teams traveling very well. Another turnover for Duanesburg, almost retaining possession. Alex Moses. She takes a 3 shot, hits it. And the lead down to 1. Quick pass up to Benjamin from Beebe. The foul on Moses.
Be her first. See the replay on the screen.
This is the 3-pointer for Moses, who scored 15 versus Northern Adirondack with 2 3-pointers. Already a lot of coaches from Division I looking at Alex Moses and has an offer to go play for the MAC Conference in Canisius.
Benjamin at the line for the Newark Valley Cardinals. First shot is good.
So Benjamin makes the first on the front end. And makes the second. 6-3 Newark Valley, early moments, first quarter action here live on the NFHS Network from Hudson Valley as Meyer takes the shot, misses. Beebe the other way. Meyer showing great acceleration. Ooh, strong into the metal pylon, but gets up smiling, and Meyer jogs back onto the court. Here's her running head first.
Right into the sign, into the camera tripod too.
Over by Media Row with the local Albany media outlets. Yep. Missed shot. Eagles coming the other way. That is O'Hanlon.
Seeing an early, very quick-paced game. I wouldn't say frantic, but very quick-paced game on both
Moses
teams.
missing. Absolutely, Brian. Benjamin looking to slow it down to Beebe. Beebe waves Ferguson into the corner. She takes a 3. Too long. Rebound, Grace Gardner. Inside pass to Benjamin, picked off by Moses. To O'Hanlon. 3 for Meyer. Off the back of the rim. Rebound, Grace Gardner. Holds it, looks to slow it down, and Coach Schweiger says, yeah, you know what, that's kind of a good idea.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes in on the first half, and I think they need to start slowing things down, feeling each other out for sure. Long three.
Shot.
Yeah, no good.
Ferguson, foul underneath the net. And that's Benjamin's first. The inbound pass going to be taken by Alex Moses, her sister, the senior. Great role player, looking at going to college in Marist, down in the Hudson Valley. Outside shot, Meyer for three. Air ball, rebound, Cha Gardner quickly up to Benjamin. Benjamin looks to drive. Too hard as she ends up having O'Hanlon go down below her. 4:36 left as Grace Gardner goes to the bench.
It looks like Rachel Walker stepped on the court for the Cardinals.
And we'll see what Gardner is doing. It doesn't look too good right now. We got Moses, jumper, too long. Nice smart play by Mulhern. So Hannah Mulhern, the sophomore, scored 17 against Northern Adirondack, 7 rebounds. Ooh, as Meyer goes down to the floor hard.
Down hard.
Benjamin the other way, top of the arc. Good news is that Meyer's up and hauling down as she gets into the frame. Benjamin inside to Cha Gardner. Scores. That's 4 for Cha Gardner, the sophomore, who recorded 6 points, 6 boards, 2 blocks, and a steal against Waterville.
And
Hamlet.
She's got the height on the team too. 6'3" for a girls team. That's pretty tall for sure.
And that was the concern with Chris Herring trying to get inside as number 25, Lauren Capron, scores her first points of the day. Timeout, Duanesburg will do the same. Newark Valley 8, Duanesburg 5. Back to Hudson Valley in just a moment. Welcome back to Hudson Valley as you check out the Cardinals bench and Coach Greg Squire sitting back and keeping his team calm. I don't know if we can go to the wide shot and check out the crowd on both sides. The Duanesburg crowd on that far side, you see them in white. The Cardinals near side in red. And fine, Schenectady County is about a half-hour drive, you would say, for Duanesburg. Both teams traveling extremely well this morning.
Sure, we're seeing a good turnout from both teams, even though Newark Valley a little bit longer drive for sure. Duanesburg coming in, like you said, a half hour, and a good turnout. See the student section over there as well.
Beebe to Benjamin. Check that, Ferguson. Ferguson for 3. Off the rim, rebound, Alex Moses. Up quickly to O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon looks to drive and does. Can't quite get past Gardner, not many do. O'Hanlon gets the ball back from O'Hanlon, her sister, Kate. And taking the charge as O'Hanlon goes down. So Cha Gardner takes her first this morning. She is very athletic, very bouncy, a handful offensively, but also defensively, according to Coach Greg Schweiger. Is O'Hanlon.
She took a bit of a hit there and slow to get up. Just redoing the ponytail here.
It's like no style points. We're going to get back to play.
Let's get back to it.
Inbound pass to Moses. Moses. O'Hanlon back to Moses for 3. Off the back of the rim and the board. Here comes Beebe the other way. Beebe driving on Moses, gets past her, short on the shot, rebound Gardner. 3 Eagles around the Cardinal, picked off by Benjamin, aggressive play to Beebe. Rejected by Moses, who gets called for the foul. That's Alex Moses' second.
Good defensive play by Moses. Even though she got the foul, she prevented the shot. Yeah, a little bit too much. She had all ball, but a little bit too much body there.
There's Coach Heron, believing his squad could be special this year. Beebe, the junior, scored 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 assists, and a block against Waterville, averaging 8.2 points per game. Small and speedy, leads the team with 118 steals.
So she's at the line as well. Haley Beebe, first shot is good for her.
Checking in is Jazz Graham. Good to see Grace Gardner back on the court for Newark Valley. Both shots taken by Beebe.
Her first points of the game.
Outside shot, 3, O'Hanlon. Allison O'Hanlon, her first points of the game. And it's a 2-point lead for the Cardinals. Beebe, Meyer on her. Quick spin move by Ferguson, driving, comes up short, rebound Cardinals. Can't quite get there. Here's Ferguson again. This time she scores.
Good effort by Ferguson. Down under the hoop. Second time's a charm.
O'Hanlon driving. She scores.
Back and forth. 2-point game.
Here's Beebe to Ferguson. Challenge. Nice steal by Allison O'Hanlon. 2 Cardinals on the backside. Good backside pursuit by Kate O'Hanlon. Her first points of the game. We are tied at 12.
And Allison O'Hanlon on the floor again. Quick to get up.
Inside to Gardner. Too strong. Good rebound. That would be number 30, Rachel Walker, who got on the floor. Outside shot for 3 by Ferguson. 15-12 Cardinals. Inside to Capron, back outside. This is O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon drives, comes up short on the jumper. Out of bounds, the turnover. Here's that 3 shot by Ferguson. Nothing but net.
Checking into the game for the Cardinals, number 4, it's McConna Gardner. You said her name, nickname.
Cha
Gardner, and also Taylor Benjamin back on the court as well.
3-point shot, Ferguson. Her second 3. Check that. Rachel Walker for 3. And a 6-point lead for Newark Valley. The turnover. Just under a minute to play here at Hudson Valley on the NFHS Network. Tim Drawbridge alongside Brian Austin. Beebe driving, guarded by Meyer. Cross-court pass, Walker. Drives the lane, can't get the roll. Bounces out, rebound Duanesburg. Here comes O'Hanlon. Allison O'Hanlon drives, Beebe comes up. Nice alert play by Meyer. No basket waved off, and the travel is called.
Very physical game so far, too. A lot of bumping around, a lot of people on the floor, but they're right back up and at it, down the court, and they keep on going.
Here goes Benjamin. Outside to Walker for 3. Gets it! Her second 3, the lead out to 9.
Cardinals showing a lot of strength on these threes. 4 threes for the team so far.
Inside to Capron. Misses. Rebound. That is Graham. Up court, Beebe trying to get the last shot off her feet, out of bounds, and 3.5 seconds left in this first quarter. Substitution for Duanesburg. Mikas coming in, heading to the bench is Capron. As you check out the replay with the second 3 by Walker. Couldn't quite make it, and we'll head to the second quarter. It's a 9-0 run by the Cardinals. They're up by 9, 21-12. Back to Hudson Valley in just a moment.
See
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to Hudson Valley's. We're about to start the second quarter. The Cardinals up by 9. It's my colleague Brian Austin is looking for T-shirts and for a second there, and I can say this because my location will be a little bit different tomorrow and Monday. Yes. I kind of feel like Gary Cohn with Ron Darling and Keith Hernandez with a foul ball coming into the booth.
It was great.
Wink, wink.
Good shot by the T-shirt thrower there.
Mikas misses. Here comes BB and the Cardinals the other way. One of the things Coach Herron was concerned about, we need to put them in positions they don't want to be. Offensively, get the open look and knock them down, and they haven't been able to the last couple of minutes. Rebound, Grace Gardner. Misses again. Rebound, Cardinals. I believe that was Ferguson. Can't convert. Here come the Eagles, but nope. That is Ferguson for 2, coming away with the ball underneath on the turnover and an 11-point lead for Newark Valley.
Newark Valley showing some dominance over Duanesburg early on in the second quarter, too.
Too many turnovers by the Eagles, and they're not getting the shot consistency that they've had and they've demonstrated through the sectional tournament into the state run. BB almost had that knocked off her waist. Back inside, turnover now, a rare one, and a whistle. And a 30-second timeout called, I believe, by Duanesburg. We'll stay here. So there he is.
Yeah, that's me.
Refuel with chocolate milk.
Look what I got. This is great. Thanks to the, right there. So the American Dairy Association Northeast has teamed up with the Athletic Association to promote chocolate milk as the ultimate refueling beverage. Chocolate milk is the official beverage of the NYSPHAA State Championship.
By the way, Brian doesn't like the shirt, and he doesn't like chocolate milk.
I love chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. Thank you.
Refueling is what we're doing this weekend. 6 games yesterday here from Hudson Valley. Same deal up in Glens Falls with the boys. 7 today. State championships start at 5:15. The tip-off with Tappan Zee and Averill Park. So we resume action here. The Eagles need to start hitting their shots. Outside shot taken by Mulhern. Rebound underneath. Mikas can't convert. BB guarded by Meyer. Dishes to Ferguson, to Gardner. Inside to Grace Gardner. 4 Eagles on Gardner. And she rolls it in.
Great basket, Grace Gardner.
That's 6. Check that, 2 for Grace Gardner. A 13-point lead for the Cardinals.
Got to prevent those turnovers. Duanesburg has to prevent those turnovers. Here's a 3-ball.
Meyer off the back of the rim. Rebound Ferguson for Newark Valley.
I don't see Meyer with any points yet in this game, and she is one of the dominant forces in the Duanesburg Eagles team.
Takeaway by Duanesburg.
There's Meyer.
And it's been a mad scramble here for about 10 seconds. Here is Meyer.
Nice
Quick
dish.
to Mikas. Sizing up Mulhern, can't convert. Nice pursuit offensively with Mikas. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Newark Valley.
So on the replay, you see here the basket by Grace Gardner, using that size, 6'1", to get up to the hoop.
Here's BB. Inside to Cha. Over to Grace. And count it, +1 Gardner now with 6 as she heads to the line.
Foul's called against Mikas. Mikas, her first, and team number 1 for the second quarter.
Misses on the add-on. Here come the Eagles the other way, down by 15. And an error, a rare one by the senior Maddie Meyer, who is the Duanesburg career leading scorer, the lone senior starter. She scored 1,560 points and is averaging 17.6 points per game.
That's a lot of points. There it is. On the court for the Eagles, Lauren Capron, number 25.
BB too long on the 3. Rebound Eagles going the other way. Here is Meyer. Kicks it out to Moses for 3 off the front of the rim.
Almost.
Rebound Gardner. And I think this is where the challenge comes for Duanesburg, underneath the net with the rebounds. Quick passing. That is Grace Gardner, her 8th point. The lead extended to 17. Timeout, Duanesburg. We'll do the same. Newark Valley 29, Duanesburg 12. Back to Hudson Valley here live on the NFHS network in just a moment.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Hudson Valley. The Cardinals, a 17-point lead on the Eagles. Tim Drawbridge alongside Brian Austin in a game feel very reminiscent with the first game of the day.
Yep.
We had with the C bracket between Millbrook and East Rochester. Millbrook 58-31. It was a very competitive first quarter, but now as we've gone into the second quarter, in similar fashion with East Rochester, Duanesburg going cold, converting their shots.
Duanesburg needs to step it up a little bit, down by 17. Here
and a whistle.
4:47 and a half.
It was behind O'Hanlon, and that's Meyer going down.
Getting up slow, but she's all right.
Looks like there may be an issue with the floor.
Yeah.
Feet went out from underneath her.
Gonna bring a towel on the floor.
As we get the crew to come on out and do a little wipe down. Again, coming up later today on the NFHS network, we have the B games, Putnam Valley, Waterloo at 12:30. General Brown, who we talked about last night on a couple of occasions during the Copenhagen-Hartford game, they're in town to take on Chalmont at 2:15. Drive by Meyer, and the foul called, I think, on number 4, Cha Gardner.
It's her second foul. Stepping to the line will be Meyer, potentially her first points of the game.
Now, Meyer sat out her junior year last year with an ankle injury. One of those motivating factors being the young lady who's been on varsity now for 5 years and has kind of grown into a more mature role, according to Coach Chris Herron, where she doesn't allow her emotions to come out. It's kind of a theme we've seen now on several occasions with the teams, and being more of the leader that the underclassmen come to.
Yeah.
Being the only senior on the floor with 4 sophomores.
Right, and Meyer at the line there, both baskets good for her, so her first 2 points of the game.
And for Duanesburg to have an opportunity, they got to get Meyer going.
Yep.
It's like we remarked about with Lewis in the first game this morning. Outside shot by Rachel Walker, who has 8. Walker stepping in today is Coach Greg Schweiger says solid defensively, knows her system. Has been able to tally 8. Meyer drives the lane over Gardner, can't convert. Out of bounds. Cardinal ball. It's that height advantage that Coach Chris Herron was concerned about that Newark Valley has with both Gardner sisters that I think Duanesburg is still trying to resolve.
Tallest player on the Duanesburg team is 5'11", but you have it going up against 6'3" and Cha Gardner.
Grace Gardner for 3. Other way, Moses. BB tailing her. Can't convert. Rebound, Benjamin.
They need to make sure they're slowing down on these baskets because they're going too hard. It's going off the glass. It's not going into the net.
Gardner dishes it back to Benjamin. Drives inside. Too high off the board to BB. Back out to Walker. Round the horn they go. Back to Walker. To BB. 2 seconds. Shot clock. Got to get it off. And it's a shot clock violation. A turnover going the other way for Duanesburg.
So the Duanesburg fans like that, but they need to start getting some baskets. And a timeout called on the court at Newark Valley.
We'll go ahead and take the timeout as well. Newark Valley up by 17. The Hudson Valley in the moment. Hudson Valley here live on the NFHS network. The second game out of the Class C bracket between Newark Valley and Duanesburg. Tim Drawbridge alongside Ryan Austin. You can see the Eagles now with their white out and their purple going. Hoping their Lady Eagles can get some better shot selection, better shot consistency, as I believe Meyer went out of bounds, a turnover, and that's exactly what you don't want to see if you're a Duanesburg fan.
Got to prevent those turnovers because Newark Valley is capitalizing on all of those turnovers, especially down low with Grace Gardner and also Cha Gardner as well.
Inbound pass that goes to Graham. Full court pressure by Duanesburg, looking to get a turnover. Pushed up, that's Walker again for 3, off the side of the rim. Out of bounds the other way, and it's 2:52 left until halftime. As you see Coach Greg Schweiger trying to give his team some insight from the sidelines. Full court press reciprocated now by the Cardinals. The shot by Mulhern. Can't convert. Rebound. That is Jazz Graham. As BB brings it up the court. Get ready to set the offensive flow. Challenged by Meyer, trying to go for the turnover and the steal. Outside shot. Out of the rim by Ferguson. Here come the Egos. Up to Meyer, around, and doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
They call the foul on Meyer.
Travel call. I believe it's a travel. Yeah.
Travel?
It was travel call on Meyer, yeah.
Who implores her case, but to no avail. You see Chris Herron fired up. Inbound pass, full court pressure again by Duanesburg. BB scoots right along, coast to coast, challenged by Meyer. Rebounded, Ferguson. Underneath, that one I think will be called on Meyer. And
Yep,
it is.
It is. It's her first of the game. Team second foul.
Inbound pass to Grace Gardner, over to BB. Quickly inside, that was toward Walker. Turnover, O'Hanlon the other way. Outside to Meyer for 3. Off the rim. Rebound, Mulhern. Reset the clock for the Eagles. Moses thought about it, steps inside, takes the jumper. Too long. The rebound by Capron and the whistle. The foul, I believe, on 21, Ferguson.
No, it's actually on Haley Beebe.
On BB.
They're calling it on BB. That's her first. It's the second team foul for the Cardinals.
This is the first.
At the line shooting 2, that's Benjamin. Excuse me, Capron.
Coach Chris Herron says Capron fills in anywhere we need her to, has a good mid-range shot, misses the back end, up the floor quickly of the Cardinals from the corner. Ferguson off the side. Rebound, we have no reset on the clock, so we have Benjamin now over to Beebe. Inside to Gardner, looking for some help. Dribbles left, dishes it back to Benjamin, loses control, out of bounds, and another turnover, and we still remain 31-14 in favor of Newark Valley. Coming to the bench is Walker, and checking back in is Cha Gardner.
And Meyer with 26 points on the last game that they had, defeating the Northern Adirondacks 79-54, but she only has 2 points in this game so far.
Mulhern loses control. Jump ball possession arrow in favor of Duanesburg.
So I wonder what the coach is going to tell Duanesburg, what they will talk about when they head in just about a minute for halftime back into the locker rooms.
So as quickly as we said, she came on the floor. Yeah. Gardner back to the bench as Walker comes back in. Smart play by O'Hanlon. Ooh. Can execute. Was off the backside of Grace Gardner. Nice way to avoid the 5-second violation.
Yep.
Cross-court pass to Walker. Turnover, O'Hanlon. Comes Allison O'Hanlon driving. Beebe comes out on her. Turnover, Ferguson going back.
Just an errant pass by O'Hanlon.
And a wild layup by Ferguson. The other way, Allison O'Hanlon, turnover, dished right to Ferguson for an easy 2. Hannah Ferguson, 6 points on the day. Coach Schweiger calls her a very good defender, very good rebounder. Has been on the varsity for 4 years and get the call, I believe, on Walker.
Walker, yeah. Rachel Walker.
First on her today as Meyer steps up.
First shot from Meyer is good.
Maddie Meyer, we talked about her athletic prowess. How about her work ethic? Coach Chris Aaron, she works very hard. Has 2 jobs, takes AP classes, and again has become more vocal regarding her leadership. Gets after it and is tenacious. You're playing basketball, you're taking AP classes, you have 2 jobs, you're tenacious. You have a great work ethic. As Meyer takes the 3, misses.
No good.
Less than 10 until half. Beebe to Ferguson. And nobody can convert. So we're going to go to halftime here at Hudson Valley with an 18-point lead for the Cardinals. Thoughts on the first half?
I tell you, it was a fast first half. Both teams coming out very energetic, very aggressive. You know, Duanesburg just not able to convert on their shots, not able to land them. Meyer, 3 points on the game, 26 points on this last game that she had getting here. But I tell you, the Cardinals down low inside to Grace Gardner. She's right down there getting those layups, and they're just sinking the baskets. They really are. So I think what Duanesburg needs to come out and do is block Grace Gardner. It's going to be hard because 6'1", and also her sister Cha, who is 6'3". Those height advantages really play a big part in this basketball game.
And they got to be very, very efficient with their shot selection into the second half to take down this 18-point deficit. So we're at halftime here live on the NFHS Network from Hudson Valley. We'll catch you in a few moments on the other side for the second half.
Do you want to do the interview with Chris?
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More Ways to Save.
Just use your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Hudson Valley. It's the Cardinals with an 18-point lead. We're at halftime, and this is Dr. Robert Zayas, the Executive Director of New York State, and NYSPHAA with a very busy weekend for you up in Glens Falls and here.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. This is the final weekend of our Winter Championship Series. Excited to be here and excited to give these student athletes the opportunity to participate in front of great crowds.
We saw this kick off with aquatics and wrestling and cheer back in February. And I think a common theme with a lot of the teams, well, we kind of stopped in the midway point a couple of years ago, and it's a motivating factor for now some of the seniors. And as you just said, it's great to be back.
It really is. And, you know, I think we took some things for granted in the past. We thought that we would just always have fans.
Sure.
And we'd always get to play. And I think the past 2 years have given us a different perspective on things. And now I really am grateful to just see fans in the stands and see kids participating. And it's just been a wonderful championships, not only for basketball, but really our entire winter championship.
And we both being dads, we've seen our kids go through everything. Your kids are athletic. My daughter's athletic as well as my stepson. So needless to say, it's great for them to be out and about taking this in too.
It really is, and it's great for parents to be able to go and watch their kids participate. My daughter runs indoor track, and in order to watch her participate this year, I had to volunteer to rake the triple jump pit for 3 hours. That was my parent volunteer to get in the facility and actually see her. So it is really nice for parents to be back in the stands watching their kids participate.
I know we're kind of limited on time, so I want to hit on two aspects here. First, the crowd here at Hudson Valley this weekend. For a Class C game, this is fantastic.
It really is, and that's what I think we've seen all along is great crowds coming out. Up in Glens Falls, we had great crowds last night, and really only expecting that to grow as we get into the state championship finals later on this evening.
And when you show up at one of the state finals or state events, you know somebody that walks around with a lot of color regarding his wardrobe. That's your Director of Communications, Chris Watson. And one of the things he remarked in our Zoom call the other day, and I think it's a message that needs to get out because you see this at all levels of play from junior high all the way up, is the need for officials.
We really do. We're at a record low for officials. So anybody out there that's interested in officiating, we definitely want them to reach out to our association. All the information is posted on our website. But if there's any interest whatsoever, regardless of the sport, we need you to go ahead and reach out to us.
We appreciate your time. Dr. Robert Zayas, the Executive Director of NYSPHAA. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here.
We're at halftime here at Hudson Valley. Again, the Cardinals with a 33-15 lead over Duanesburg. Back for the second half right after this.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Hudson Valley getting ready for the second half. Halftime stats real fast. Again, we want to thank Dr. Robert Zayas from NYSPHAA for joining us. And, of course, the infamous Chris Watson, the Director of Communication. Chris is always fantastic. Any email, hey, can we snag this? Hey, I got a question. And he's always there. For Duanesburg, the leading scorer, Allison O'Hanlon with 5 points. Yep. Maddie Meyer, the all-time leading scorer for Duanesburg, 3.
Yeah.
Conversely, for Newark Valley, Hannah Ferguson, 9. Grace Gardner, 8. Rachel Walker, a surprise, with 8 points. Great crowd here at Hudson Valley for a Class C clash. And, of course, the Bees are coming in, so we get ready for that tilt. Brian will have the play-by-play call with Doug Krigo the rest of the afternoon. Outside shot by Beebe, off the rim, slapped out by Chad Gardner, even slapped back in by Benjamin But the turnover goes over to the Eagles as Moses brings it up court. O'Hanlon loses control. Grace Gardner gets it to Beebe. Up quickly to Ferguson. Ferguson drives, rolls it in. And a 20-point lead for the Cardinals.
Not a lot of challenge on that last interaction right there. It seems like she just ran right by the Duanesburg Eagles.
Outside shot, Mulhern gets the three. Hannah Mulhern now has 5. She had 3 3-pointers against Northern Adirondack, and a steal by Meyer. Lost it, finds it, looks, the dish, and a turnover. Do they get Meyer now for a foul reaching in?
Slow to get up both teams, both players, but yes, the foul will go against Meyer. Yeah.
It's her second.
As we know, these team fouls reset every quarter for the girls, so this is the first team foul for Duanesburg this third quarter.
Beebe up to Benjamin. Benjamin drives, gets it over to Grace Gardner, who pushes inside and gets 2. That's 10 points now for Grace Gardner, who's committed to Queens College in New York City next year. Turnover Eagles. This is not what Chris Herron is looking for out of his Duanesburg squad. Myers goes down hard from Beebe, no call. Inside to Grace Gardner. That's 12. You can see.
Can't stop Grace Gardner, I'm telling you.
Duanesburg, that'll be the recurring theme, I think, inside. We'll take the timeout as well. It's a 21-point lead for Newark Valley. Back to Hudson Valley in just a moment. Back to Hudson Valley. Quick out of the second half, we see what the plan is with Newark Valley getting the ball inside to Grace Gardner, who now has 12 points.
Well, I tell you, the road to get here was, starting off for Duanesburg and Newark Valley. Both had a bye in the sub-regionals, so they went directly to the regionals. Newark Valley over Waterville, 55-30. Duanesburg over Northern Adirondack, 79-54. And now we see them in the state semifinals. The winners will take on the Millbrook team, Millbrook Blazers, tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning here at Hudson Valley Community College in the McDonough Sports Complex.
So inbounding the ball is Moses DeMeyer. Full court press by Newark Valley. And do we get the foul called on Gardner? We do. Cha Gardner, that is her third.
Third foul for Gardner. First team foul for Newark Valley.
So here's Meyer outside to O'Hanlon. Long distance 3 off the front of the rim. Back out to O'Hanlon. Allison O'Hanlon. Ball goes off of the Cardinal. Will inbound it from the far side. Mulhern out to Meyer. Meyer drives. Nice floater over Gardner. Meyer now has 4.
So Meyer's starting to show a little bit in this third quarter.
Triple team on Gardner.
Yeah, you have to. You have to on Gardner. On both Gardners, not only on Cha, but on Grace as well.
I'm actually surprised Cha didn't go to the bench sooner, as you see the floater going by Meyer right over Grace Gardner. Meyer pushes up near side. That's Mulhern off the front of the rim. Nice pursuit again by Mulhern off her own shot. Here's Allison O'Hanlon, challenged by Beattie. Over to Meyer, who shoots the jumper off the back of the rim. Aggressive rebound attempt by Moses, and Gardner quickly gets it up court. Can't quite convert Benjamin. That is Ferguson for 2. She has now 10. Hannah Ferguson on the varsity for 4 years, a point threat, and she clearly showed it there. Attempted dish out, ooh, and a turnover as Capron goes into the bench.
Nobody there. This is intended for Capron, yep.
Here come the Cardinals.
Newark Valley extending their lead now 21.
Beebe inside to Gardner, over the shoots. Turnover going back the Duanesburg way. 4:48 left, third quarter action here live on the NFHS network. Tim Drawbridge alongside Brian Austin, Evan Austin, Glenn Perry, Frank Lasquadro, Danny Aline. Helping to bring you the live coverage here all weekend long. Like I mentioned a few moments ago, the outside shot by Moses misses, rebound Mulhern, and the turnover to the Cardinals as Beebe slows down the pace.
You gotta stop these turnovers. Duanesburg is turning over the ball too many times, and who's capitalizing on it?
Short
right
jumper
there
by Gardner, and a foul inside.
Yeah, inside.
They'll go the other way. 23, 25.
Looks like Capron. No, excuse me.
Taylor Benjamin.
Taylor Benjamin. Her second. Team number 2.
Pick up the B bracket with the next 2 games before the state championships start at 5:15 tonight between Averill Park and Tappan Zee. Brian and Doug Prigo will bring you the call the rest of the way. Shot by Moses.
Oh, nice
12-footer.
shot.
That's 5 now for Moses. The lead back down to 19.
So still anybody's game. We still have a good amount of time to play in this game.
That is the roll going
nice
for
roll.
Ferguson. 12 for Ferguson. Full court pressure and a foul called on Beebe.
It's her second foul. Seeing the basket. Nice roll in by Ferguson there for 2.
The inbound pass, Moses to Meyer. Top of the arc, Moses for 3. Duanesburg's just not able to execute these 3-point shots like they've been able to all season long. So coming in is number 3, Jazz Graham. Going to the bench for a breather is Grace Gardner, who's got 12 points on the day.
Also checking in is Cha Gardner, number 4.
Beebe into Cha Gardner, back out to Graham. Graham pushes it to Ferguson, back out to Graham for 3. Misses. Out of bounds, going the other way.
Duanesburg needs to convert on all these possessions if they have a chance to move on to the finals tomorrow.
Meyer, cross-court pass almost picked off by Graham. Dangerous pass. You got to those cross-court passes. You got to be high enough with the pass, or you got to be fast enough getting that ball to scoot across the court like that.
Make sure the person's wide open too.
Moses in there for
there
2.
You go, for 2.
7 now on the day for the sophomore Alex Moses. The lead is 19 again.
She's got some height on her as well. 5'9", Alex Moses.
Ferguson inside to Walker. Back out to Ferguson. Shoots the 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Mikas to Moses. Moses drives around Gardner. And the foul on Cha Gardner. That is her 4th.
Cha. So Meyer slow to get up. And that was Cassidy Mikas.
So Cha heads to the bench. Sister Grace comes back in as Meyer steps up to the line. makes the first.
Been good at the free throw line.
3 for 3. And in, the lead down to 17. Substitution now. Benjamin comes back in as Graham goes to the bench for Newark Valley. Over to Benjamin. Inside to Ferguson. Mulhern on Ferguson, dishes it back to Benjamin, misses. Meekus pursuing Benjamin. Back out to Beebe, inside, or over to Gardner rather, who gets it inside to Walker. Double teamed. Jump ball, possession arrow, Duanesburg. And a chance to cut into the lead even further. Good double team by Duanesburg between Mulhern and Moses, and you can see the frustration on Walker's face.
And Moses part of this big quartet, veteran quartet, senior Madison Meyer, the sophomores, Alex Moses, Allison
Meyer,
O'Hanlon,
counted, +1.
Anna Mulhern. Meyer gets the basket. Starting to get her point total back up there, steps to the line.
Grace Gardner on the foul. I think it was Gardner or it was Walker.
It was Walker. That's her second.
+1. 5 from 5 from the charity stripe. It's 9 now for Meyer. And the lead down to 14. Beebe turns it over. Here goes O'Hanlon. Trying to get it to Moses. To O'Hanlon. Back to Mulhern. Had thoughts of a three. Takes it up past Walker. Turnover. Beebe as Mulhern goes down hard. Beebe coast to coast. Ooh. Loses control. Turnover. And the foul on Beebe. That's her third.
3 fouls on Beebe, 4 fouls on Cha Gardner.
2 very vital players for Newark Valley that Greg Schweiger clearly does not want to lose the rest of the way.
1:22 left in the third quarter of play here. Duanesburg in the bonus already.
And Newark Valley full court press, looking to stop the momentum here. Duanesburg, the jumper by Meyer, misses. Rebound Beebe. Meyer out to take on Beebe. You hear the chants of Duanesburg from, or defense from the Duanesburg fan base. The foul inside.
So Meekus.
Meekus, that'll be her second. Walker goes for 2. Gets the first. Gets the second. So Walker now has 10 on the day. O'Hanlon outside to Meekus. 2 defenders on her immediately. Back out to O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon driving on Walker. Gets it back out to Meyer. Meyer now takes the same route. Better success. Switches hands and can execute. Had the right idea. Just couldn't really get the oomph on the ball after switching hands.
Too far into the net, I think. So get that layup.
Inside to Grace Gardner. Meekus goes down hard, but Gardner converts and has 14 now. Meyer challenged by Benjamin. Turnover. Eagles. And the Cardinals with an 18-point lead at the waning moments of the third quarter. Looking to take this into the fourth quarter and drive it home. Beebe up. Turnover. Mulhern. Meyer. Quick. Got to get it off. Couldn't do it. Had to take a 3 shot. and pass it to Mulhern instead.
Just needed a few more seconds to get that layup. Would have brought that score 31-47. Instead, 47-29 as we end the third quarter of play here in Hudson Valley, New York.
Back to Troy after the break. Back to Hudson Valley fourth quarter action. This Class C second game of the bracket between Newark Valley and Duanesburg, who will take on the winner of the first game this morning, Millbrook from Section 9, Dutchess County. A foul called on Meyer in disbelief.
Her second foul, according to the scoreboard.
Meyer going in for the steal. And she goes down to the heart, and she draws a foul off Benjamin, so they both have 3 fouls now.
Benjamin not happy with that one. You see her on the screen there. Here goes the replay.
Setting the screen and too hard.
Knocks Meyer right over.
O'Hanlon over to Meyer. Out to Mulhern for a 3. Off the side of the rim. And that time it'll be O'Hanlon called with the foul as Benjamin grabs the back of her head again. You know, with our coverage the last couple of weeks and going back to the state tournament a couple of years ago, the men, the boys, they always play physical. The ladies, as we get the foul on, I believe, Walker.
Yeah.
Nope, check that, Mikas. That'll be her third.
So you were saying?
The ladies, they just play physical and fast. And I say it's a frenetic pace at times, but just
sometimes almost more physical than the guys.
Benjamin takes her to 7 on the day. And it's a 21-point lead for Newark Valley as Moses takes a 3-shot on the other end. Beebe guarded by Meyer.
Yeah, like you were saying, this game is getting very physical. A lot of people getting knocked over. Oh, there goes Grace.
Foul underneath.
No, that was Cha. That was Cha Gardner.
Cha Gardner was going up. I believe called on Mulhern. That'll be her first.
Yep.
One more foul on Duanesburg, and Newark Valley will go to the bonus.
It was a quick trip to the bonus as well. So at the line shooting 2, number 4, Cha Gardner.
Gardner averaging 11.4 points per game, hits the first.
Have her with 5 so far.
And a timeout.
Yep.
Taken, I believe, by Duanesburg. We'll do the same. Newark Valley 51, Duanesburg 29. Back to Hudson Valley after the break. Hudson Valley. 7:08 left in the game. Newark Valley with a 22-point lead, the largest deficit for Duanesburg all morning now afternoon. And I think Coach Chris Herron had the concerns about Newark Valley's defense and the size advantage coming in, and he knew his Lady Eagles had to be efficient and accurate on the offensive side. Newark Valley's heading for 60. Yeah. It's that inefficiency and the shot selection that I think that had Chris Herron concerned, and it's kind of played out that way.
I think maybe one of the secrets to Newark Valley's success is the chocolate milk, because that is the official beverage of the NYSPHAA State Championships here at Hudson Valley Community College.
Segue. Scramble underneath the net. Gardner, Mulhern, possession arrow in favor of Duanesburg. I will say there's got to be a little bit of caffeine with the chocolate milk.
I would think so.
For this entire weekend to get through
a little mocha latte.
15.
Yeah. That would be really good. Sounds really good right now.
Meyer.
Yes.
Looking for Mulhern inside to Moses. Moses back out to Allison O'Hanlon, who drives, can't get between two Cardinals, and the turnover.
Shaw Gardner again in the mix. 6'3".
Big pass, BB to Walker. Turnover, trying to get it over to Shaw Gardner. Here goes Meyer, coast to coast, around the defender.
Nice.
Moses, check that. Meyer now. I have her for 11.
Yes. On her way to the 26 points she made last game.
Outside for 3. That was Benjamin. A whistle underneath the net. So that's an offensive foul on Jazz Graham. 6:14 left. Duanesburg's going to make a run to come back. Moses. Some signs of a full court, but more of the 2-3 Newark Valley's running. O'Hanlon to Meyer. Meyer splits. A couple of defenders rejected by Gardner. Meekus goes down hard. Nice play for Meyer to get back and retain possession. 10 on the shot clock for 3. Rolls out. Rebound. Cardinals to Beebe. Meyer sticking her hand in there. Tussle at midcourt. And a foul. Nope. There's a foul was called on Meyer. Maddie Meyer, her 4th.
And some of the notes, it says, a whirlwind at both ends of the floor. Meyer's passion and spirit have been the lead component during this history-making season. So right there you're seeing that passion, spirit, and she is a bit of a whirlwind, that's for sure.
Graham and Walker go to the bench, so out for the Cardinals right now. Beebe, Grace Gardner, Shaw Gardner, Hannah Ferguson, Taylor Benjamin.
Benjamin at the line.
Makes the first.
First is good.
That gives her 6 on the day. And 7. 5:36 left. Newark Valley 53, Duanesburg 21. A whistle and a timeout by Chris Herron. So Duanesburg will take the timeout. We'll take a break as well. 53-31. Back to Hudson Valley after the break.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Thanks for joining us here on the NFHS Network, live from Hudson Valley Community College, located in Troy, the capital district of New York State. Tim Roberts alongside Brian Austin as we get ready to roll into the B bracket. with the games forthcoming and kick off the state championship games at 5:15 tonight here live on the NFHS network. First game to tip off, Averill Park and Tappan Zee as O'Hanlon hits the 3. She's got 8. And a foul called on Duanesburg. Is that on
number 10?
Meyer?
Yep, it's her 4th. So Meyer in foul trouble.
Nope, that's, I believe, her 5th.
Up on the scoreboard, yeah, it says 4. So they're going to send in Lauren Capron. But Meyer's contesting it. The senior still trying to figure out if she has 4 or 5.
Yeah, they're going back and forth.
I believe she has 4.
As Gardner makes the first, Shaw Gardner brings her point total to 8. She's playing with 4 fouls. And based on the reaction of Meyer on the bench, I believe she's fouled out as Gardner hits the back end.
And we'll have to get confirmation on that. Scoreboard said 4. She thinks 5. We're not sure.
Meekus looking for some help. O'Hanlon comes up short. Rebound Gardner. And a foul on Mulhern. That'll be her 2nd.
What?
And
calling on number 33.
So to the line on the one-on-one with the bonus is Shaw Gardner again. Gets the roll.
Perfect at the line last time. Let's see if she does it this time as well. Nice high arc.
2.
Yeah. Good shot.
That's 11 for Gardner. And it's a 20-point lead for Newark Valley. We'll take the timeout as well. Back to Hudson Valley on the NFHS network in just a moment. Roberts alongside Brian Austin. The lead extended to 23 in favor of the Newark Valley Cardinals out of Section 4. 13 points scored by Grace Gardner. Hannah Ferguson stepping up. I have her for 14.
Yes.
Rachel Walker also coming off the bench very solidly today. I have her with 10.
I'm going to give Ferguson 16, as a matter of fact.
Ferguson was 16?
I got her at 16. 2 threes.
That's right, I didn't count the 3.
5 twos, yeah. So Ferguson and Gardner, top point scorers for the team. Oh,
turnover, Shaw Gardner over to Benjamin.
Oh, good play.
The BB can't convert. Meekus will get a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Newark Valley. By the way, Maddie Meyer fouled out, not on the floor, over with her teammates and Coach Heron on the bench.
The senior, possibly her last game of her high school career.
Outside shot, that was by Ferguson. And a whistle underneath.
It's going to go against Gardner.
And Gardner fouls out.
Shaw Gardner, 10th grader. The Newark Valley fans not happy with that call.
Well, Coach Greg Schweiger said she was a handful offensively and defensively. She has been both sides of the court this whole afternoon.
She's coming off the court pretty happy nonetheless. She's excited about how she played the game for sure.
Here's Moses. 4:33 left. O'Hanlon drives over Grace Gardner, can't get the roll. Reset on the shot clock, 3. That by Mulhern. Rebound, Eagles. Back out to O'Hanlon, long distance 3. And Walker gets the rebound for the Cardinals. Mikas trying to go for the pick.
I think if they just took a half a step closer to the three-point line, they might get a lot of those threes to fall. Taking a lot of those threes at the college stripe right there.
3.
Hey, it works for Newark Valley.
Ferguson, that's her third 3, 19 for the afternoon. Turnover, yeah. Cardinals. Ooh. Benjamin, and a foul called, or no, a travel call.
Travel call. So Duanesburg lucky on that travel call.
Beebe with the outside shot to Ferguson. It's been hot all afternoon. Capron, Mulhern, back to O'Hanlon. Off the front of the net, out of bounds. And the Eagles retain possession.
3:31 left in regulation time here at Hudson Valley Community College.
Inbounding is O'Hanlon to Mikas. Hands it right back off to O'Hanlon. Top of the arc, Moses for 3. Rebound, Gardner. O'Hanlon, or checked out, Mulhern went in with the grab, and that's going to send Gardner to the line.
She was looking for the jump ball and got the foul instead. Mulhern's third. Checking in, number 23, Kate O'Hanlon, Allison's sister.
So Mulhern with 4. And now
Grace Gardner, first time at the charity stripe here.
One sister in for the other.
First one good. Second one good as well.
The lead, it's 28. Grace Gardner off to a thunderous applause from the Cardinal fan base as Jazz Graham checks back in.
And the bench on Newark Valley very excited because they have somewhat of a premonition of what's to come in about 3 minutes and 10 seconds in this game.
Well, when we look ahead to tomorrow between Millbrook and Newark Valley,
it's going to be a good game.
That should be a fantastic game.
Fantastic game, yeah.
Because they kind of had a little bit of an inside presence as well.
Yes.
And I think that'll be a very good Class C championship game between the Cardinals and Millbrook.
That's some good height on the Millbrook team, too.
Graham to Beebe. Outside, Benjamin. It's a 3 shot that missed. Scramble underneath the net, a whistle and a foul. That's called on Moses, her 3rd. And a slew of substitutions now on both sides. Moses off, Capron off.
And Moses on.
Mulhern on.
Yeah, no, Ella Moses on. Also checking in Diana Issa and Hannah Mulhern back on the court too.
I'm checking the Cardinal lineup right now. Katie Berghorn is on. Walker's still on. She's at the line. Graham is still on. Beebe is still on the court. And into the game, Anna Kalin. She's actually a foreign exchange student from Switzerland.
Wow.
Plays soccer, can play basketball too, and Coach Schweiger says she's a great defender who can shoot the 3. Just an all-around great kid as Graham goes strong.
On the turnover. First points of the game for Graham.
The lead to 32. 3. Ella Moses.
Comes in cold, banks it.
Again, a great role player for Coach Chris Herron.
Senior as well, Ella Moses. Great shots.
And there's Issa in for the jump ball that goes in favor of the Cardinals. Issa was great in the one game against Corinth. She came off the bench in a similar fashion and hit 2 threes, which just electrified the Duanesburg fan base at the end of that game a couple of weeks ago.
Checking in for the Newark Valley Cardinals, number 23, Faith Payne.
Moses says, I got it once. Want to try one more time. Here's Mikas.
There you
Tussle
go.
underneath.
Oh, almost. It's still a good effort by the Duanesburg Eagles. You know, right until the very end, they're going to play it out.
Pass. Payne.
Oh, almost. It's the
rebound. Payne. Outside. Kalen. She scores.
Allison Bates with the ball there.
Whistle. Out of bounds.
Yep. No, we're going to get a foul call on number 44. That's Anna Kalen, her first.
So that's 14 fouls now on the Cardinals. Mikas, too tall, turnover, Graham, whistle. I think they're going to get her for going out of bounds, near side.
Out. So basket is no good.
She's like, come on, I was looking to get a couple more points to the score tally.
Still a 31-point lead for Newark Valley, maybe breaking that 70-point mark. Minute 15 left in the game.
Almost a travel by O'Hanlon. Turnover. Oh. That was Berghorn.
Katie Berghorn.
Waning moments of the Class C semifinal.
It's nice to see both coaches substituting in the players that have been on the bench for most of the game. Give them a chance to step on the floor in this semifinal championship game, Class C.
Moses, another 3 shot. She gets it.
Wow.
3 shots, 2 from 3, gives her 6.
Ella Moses stepping in late into the game, training 2 threes.
Coach Herron may rethink, maybe I should have had her sister on the court a little sooner.
Yeah, right?
But that's the stroke of luck at times.
Yep. Here's Moses up.
Mikas, turnover.
Can't keep it in bounds.
And the Cardinal flag is waving proudly.
Yes, it is.
Along the sideline.
Still seeing a lot of encouragement over on the Duanesburg side too, student section. But Newark Valley knows what's going to happen. 13 seconds, just letting the clock run out. Shot clock is off, so this looks like this is the end of the game, Tim.
Both fan bases on their feet, and we are about to go final. Newark Valley 68. Duanesburg 40. The Cardinals move on to take Millbrook tomorrow morning.
That's going to be a really good game.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Key to the game was the inside play by the Cardinals. The Graham sisters, or checked out the Gardner sisters, both
yep.
Grace and Cha.
Yep.
And also the fact that Duanesburg wasn't electric with their outside perimeter shooting.
I tell you, Ella Moses coming in at the end. She training those 2 threes. Who knows how many more she could have gotten during the game. We'll never know. Still a great job by the Duanesburg Eagles making it this far to the semifinals, Final 4, and the Section C, Class C semifinal game here at Hudson Valley Community College.
So congratulations to the Cardinals out of Section 4. They move on now to take on Millbrook, a 24-1 record. You'll be taking over the rest of the distance with Doug Krigo, so good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
So for Brian Austin, Frank Lasquadro, Danny Aline, Glenn Perry, Evan Austin, I'm Tim Drawbridge. We'll leave the pictures up with the award ceremony We'll be back for the Class B bracket this afternoon here live on the NFHS Network.